Mr. Evilcheese Reviews. Dick.
This is Mr. Evilcheese, and I'm here to review the figures made of the Arkham City video game, Mr. Freeze and Killer Croc. Well, this isn't actually a review, because I don't have the figures. Do you know why I don't have the figures? Because they cost $50 fucking each. And now, if you want to get them on Amazon, Killer Croc is about $60. And I'm still not fucking paying that fucking much for these fucking toys. And I'm going to tell you why right now. Okay, the first thing I want to say is, when I seen the pictures of Killer Croc and Mr. Freeze, they're previewed like almost a year ago, I was really excited for both of these figures, because both of those characters look really awesome in the game. I was amazed at the way the game kind of gave them like an updated, like, you know, look to them. It looks really fucking cool. But then they came out with the figures. I figured out, you know, I looked online, saw how much they cost. $50 fucking for the Mr. Freeze. Okay, here's the Batman from the same series. Batman from Arkham, well, he's from Arkham Asylum, made by the same company, and he costs about $20. Okay, Mr. Freeze is probably that much taller. That much taller. He costs $50, so $20. Then you're paying $30 for that much of toy. What the fuck is that? He looks awesome, but this is $30 worth of toy? I don't think so. That's fucking ripoff. That's a ripoff, you asshole piece of shit company. No. No. You. And that's not the only reason I think this is a fucking ripoff. Okay, Killer Croc. Let's see. Okay, here's Batman. Killer Croc is probably about that much taller. He's pretty tall. And you would think, you know, a toy that much taller should cost a little more. I don't have a problem with that. But let's look at the Marvel toys from, what are they called? Marvel Direct or something? Marvel Select. Thank you, Katie. The Marvel Select toys. This is Abomination. He's from the Hulk comics. Do you see how fucking big he is compared to Batman? Look. This thing is heavy. You can beat somebody to death with this thing. It's so fucking heavy. You could kill someone with this toy. And you know how much he was? $20. $20. Killer Croc is probably like that much taller, and he's $50. And that's not the only thing. I keep saying that, but that's not the only problem. I've looked at the reviews for Killer Croc. You can even go on Amazon, look up the Killer Croc Arkham City toy, and they have photos and reviews. His arms, you get him out of the package. If you can get him out of the package without breaking him, you get him out, you slightly move his arm, and his arms break off. $50 for a toy whose arms break off. Look how fucking detailed this thing is, how big he is, and you want to charge fucking $50 for a toy that's just going to break as soon as you take it out of the package? These things are fucking solid. I think you could kill someone with this and it still wouldn't break. And that's not the only one. Marvel Select also made this Juggernaut. Look how fucking detailed this Juggernaut is. He's also really fucking heavy. You can also kill someone with this fucking toy, and they're gonna make this fucking Killer Croc that's arms breaks off when you look at it funny? I don't think so. That really makes me sad because the toy looks so cool. In the pictures at least, I seen him at the comic store. His paint job and everything's not as nice. That's one thing about the Marvel Select toys. Their paint job is pretty much what it looks like on a package, and that's very rare for a toy company to make a toy and the paint job is actually as good as it is on the picture. And that's nice. Nice. Oh, I didn't make my little adjective sheet. I was going to make an adjective sheet that had words like nice, but not nice, so I could say like maybe dandy or fancy.
Spiffy.
Spiffy, yes. Because I just suck at, when I'm rambling, I can't think of adjectives. But, okay, I just don't think it's worth it. I really want the Mr. Freeze though. His arms aren't, like, he's supposed to be solid. He doesn't break. He's really nice. But, alright. Okay. Let me, you know, I buy a lot of fucking toys, and it seems like the basic price for toys is between 15 and 20 bucks now for the ones I buy. That's pretty fucking expensive, and I'm not a fucking millionaire. I buy lots of fucking toys. I love toys, and you want to charge $50 for a fucking toy? It better be a really nice fucking toy. And, you know, I don't want one his arms are gonna fucking break off. Look, I bought one for 20 bucks. I bought He-Man. Look, He-Man. He's fucking, well, this is actually, it's kind of like Prince Adam. See, he's got his little gay Prince Adam shirt on, and he's about to turn into He-Man. He's mid-transformation He-Man made by Marvel. I don't know why he's made by Marvel, because I didn't really think He-Man was Marvel, but something to do, I don't know, it's like, you're trying to say he's in Avengers or something. But this is fucking He-Man, and he was 20 bucks. Look how fucking big and detailed he is. And he can go over and fucking tap Killer Croc's arms. He don't even need to use his big muscles. Just tap it with his pinky finger and break Killer Croc's fucking arms off. Now, what the fuck is with DC Direct charging 50 bucks for that breakable toy? I hope they make a better version, because I really want that sculpt of Killer Croc, but it just fucking sucks because it breaks. And I do want Mr. Freeze. I want to get him someday, but the price is ridiculous, and he's probably just going to go up. Fuck. But this isn't some Marvel versus DC thing. This is the fucking toy companies that make them. Because I will admit, I am a little biased towards Marvel. There's way more Marvel characters that I like. For me, there's Marvel, and then there's Batman. Marvel and Batman. That's the two companies. There's the Marvel comics, the Batman comics. Well, you know, DC does have like some non-DC universe things like Transmetropolitan and some other shit like that. But this isn't what this is about. Okay, and another thing I want to compare it to. Now, this is kind of an odd comparison. It's not completely fair, but it is fair in a way. I'll show you. Come back. Okay, look at this. This I bought at Kmart for full price. This is basically like it's a decoration, but basically it is an action figure. Because look, you can pose it. You can pose the fucking thing like an action figure. It actually has more posability than a lot of action figures. Look, you can do that. You can bend this fucking leg up. Ooh! It sounded like it broke, but that's actually the fucking joint that it has. You can fucking do that. Look at this thing. This is not, like, this is a pretty fucking detailed skeleton for Halloween. He's like a big fucking action figure. He's full size. There are people, he's taller than some people. This is like, I don't know how tall he is, like maybe 5'2", 3", something like that. But he's really fucking tall. He was, what the fuck was he? 50 bucks, I think?
Yeah.
50, yes. Okay, he's 50 bucks. The same price as this fucking Mr. Freeze, who is just a slightly bit taller than this Batman. Now, what the fuck is that? Now, I admit Mr. Freeze is pretty detailed, but this thing should cost way more than that Mr. Freeze costs. So, I think that's fucked up. And then you also got the Killer Croc is probably maybe that tall, and his arms break off when you just like touch them. You're like, I'm gonna touch his arm, and then fucking break off. I'll show you the pictures right now on Amazon of the fucking Killer Croc toys that people bought, and they're bitching about them. There they are. Okay, I'm showing you them pictures. But yeah, this is a big fucking skeleton. He's my friend. Yeah, we go out, we go hang out sometimes, go to the bar, I buy him a drink, pretend he's my friend. And you can't really do that with Killer Croc because he's trying to put his arm around it, around your neck, and it just break off. But I go to the store, I go out to the bar with this skeleton, bring my juggernaut to beat off the people that are trying to fight me, and have a good time. But what's Killer Croc gonna do? Break.
You're gonna beat off people?
No, I was saying I was going to beat them up, Katie. Havoc, what are you doing? Look at this dog. We bought this dog. Okay, now this is also not quite a fair comparison, but he was $300. $300 for this dog.
No, he's 350.
350? But still, 350. He's a big fucking dog. You could also beat somebody to death with him if you can pick him up. And if you train him properly, you could probably kill someone on command. He's a big fucking dog. Now, if you compare that, if you cut him into little pieces, about the size of Killer Croc, I'm sure that would be way more than that little $50 price tag they got on him. This dog's worth way more than, what, like 6 or 7 of them shitty Killer Crocs. What?
Look at his face. He's wandering away now. Never mind.
Okay. But anyway, this is my friend. Oh, look at that. They got lipstick on. But that thing, one of my favorite toys ever. He was $20, I think. That was a long time ago I bought him. That thing's fucking detailed as shit. Fucking solid, hanging by chains in his face. I did have to replace the hooks though, with real fishing hooks. But, still, way more of a value than that fucking Killer Croc that breaks. And a tiny little fucking Mr. Freeze. Little Mr. Freeze. Look, I'm half a centimeter taller than Batman. I'm gonna charge you $30 more. You fucking dicks. You fucking crooks, you assholes. I will probably, like I said, get the Mr. Freeze someday, assuming that they don't go up in price anytime soon. Because $50 I still think is too much for that Mr. Freeze. As cool as he is, $50 is a lot. But I really want that one. I like Mr. Freeze. He's one of my favorite villains of Batman. Not more favorite than Joker. But he don't make that sound. But Mr. Freeze is probably my second favorite villain. Harley Quinn's pretty cool. Yeah, Mr. Freeze is pretty cool though. I want to get a Mr. Freeze, and because I could dress up as Mr. Freeze because I'm bald and stuff, and I just like him. So, but Killer Croc was always like kind of like a B Batman villain. He's like not the main Batman villain type of character. He's just duh. And so I don't know if I'll ever get that one. I really want him because the sculpt is nice, but I ain't gonna pay $60, $50, whatever he is, for a toy's arms are gonna break off as soon as you touch them. So that's my review of Arkham City, Mr. Freeze, and Killer Croc without actually owning them, because I don't know if I ever actually will, because they charge too fucking much and need to lower their price. I showed you the big fucking Abomination and Juggernaut. Look how fucking big these are by Marvel Select. These things are huge, heavy. I don't know how much they weigh, but they're the heaviest toys I own. So if they can make these things and charge you $20, I think they could charge a little less for a very much smaller Mr. Freeze, and that shitty Killer Croc's arms break off. That's all I'm gonna say about this shit here. And go away.
Click the link for a little treat. Well, actually, it's just my channel page.